To acknowledge your election and induction to the MWGA Hall of Fame. As you read Adrianne's bio, you see she has served on the MWGA board. She's been a USGA rules official, a GAM course rater, a teaching professional, and a recognized golf club fitter. Yet there was a major surprise from your husband.
Yeah.
Adrianne, tell us about that.
Okay. Well, actually, one of my girlfriends from college is here today, but I remember telling her, I know he's going to ask me to marry him this weekend. I really know. I'm going to get a ring. And so then after he left and it all happened, I called her. She said, "Did you get your ring?" I'm like, "No, I got golf clubs." She said, "But you don't golf." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm going to learn." And he never knew what that means. And he made my career too, because like 5 years later, he came home from work and he said, "I turned in my keys." I'm like, "You did what?" You know, and we bought a golf driving range in the middle of nowhere on the way to nowhere in Osceola, Michigan. And at one time, you know, I was leaving my job as a chemist for the United States, or U.S. Department of Agriculture, and my boss called me over and he says, "Do you guys know what you're doing? You're not gonna, you know, this is not a good move." And I said, "You know what? I can scrub toilets in McDonald's if I have to." Okay? You know, but I really didn't want to. So I went into club fitting instead. And so I'll get this back to Francine again. Or no, can I go ahead? Okay. I'll go ahead with my notes because I have to have notes. I'm really honored to be up here. Sarah Wold is the cause of it. You know, I was just this nobody that Sarah Wold says, "Well, why don't you run for the board? We would love to have you on the board." The other word was that she really needed people to run for the board because there were no people. But, you know, I thought Sarah, she has this aura about her that she knows if people are people that can't say no. But really, you know, I found over the years it's not Sarah that has the aura, it's me that can't say no. But anyways, I never said no to my husband in golf, and he created the spark that started my career in golf, and he ignited my passion for golf, and he ignited my love for him. And without him, he has 100% organization skills. I have 0. Without him, I could not be here today. I had parents that were active leaders in 4-H, and we grew up on a farm, and they instilled the power of hard work and responsibility in me as a kid. And I have to flip the page. Yeah. I had lots of coaches and 4-H leaders, and I do want to recognize a couple people that aren't here today, but helped my career in horse racing and golf and everything. Besides Sarah Wold, there was Lil Vandenbroeker, who I miss dearly. She was like grandma to me. Judy Figa would come and help me run my Coleman tournament every year. She was part of the Pub Lanes. And you might not know this, but Joe Likes asked me one time to come and raid a golf course with him. And at the end of the raiding, there were 3 other guys there. And they said, oh, they teed off. And they said, oh, well, your tees are up here. And we decided we'll play a scramble because, you know, we don't want to make you feel, you know, belittled. And I said, no, I'm just fine. I'll hit from these tees with you. Okay, and I blew it by all 3 of them. And they all 3 got cigars in their mouth, and I think whatever's on the end came off. But it was a lot of fun, and my life has been so much fun. I've met so many great people through the business, through club fitting, and then I did go through some illnesses, and I met my friend Donna, who doesn't want me to call her my doctor. We sort of collided, and Peggy and the nurses there, and they saved my life. They and golf. So, I'm here today because of them, and they keep me going every day. Like I go in there and they say, oh, she needs more fluids. Oh, we gotta pump her up again. So every week I get more stuff, but I just keep going like that ever-ready bunny, because I'm gonna be here. And the other thing that I want to mention is I love working with kids. I have one of my kids here today that works for Oakland University, Sarah Brown. She was one of my golf kids from way back. And this year we had the Marvelous Avengers of Calderon for our junior golf program. And so we have I have a Marvelous Avenger here today, Ellie, one of my new proteges. And she's got an award she wants to present to Sarah Wold. This is Ellie Roberts. She's the daughter of the manager at Calderon Golf Club, where I do junior golf and teach and have fun all the time. So Sarah, come on up here, Ellie. Ellie's one of my great proteges. We're going to play golf tomorrow, aren't we? Yes! And we want to have Sarah be part of the Marvelous Avengers Club.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah. And Ellie, what do we say? Yeah, anytime any junior or even an adult hits a great shot, what do we say?
Who did that?
Who did that? Right? We shout it and we use our muscles. Who did that? Right. And you know what I want to say today? Is we all did that. Okay? You're a part of me, and we all did that. Me and you remember the Michigan Babes?
Oh, the Michigan Babes.
Michigan Babes, Betty Smith, Kathy Herbert, part of the Michigan Babes. Yeah, we don't tell those stories.
Oh, but we should.
Yeah, we should.
I'm very proud of you.
Okay, thanks.
Adrianne.
Well, I wasn't as
Thank
long
you.
as Janina, was I? That was a bad joke.
Adrianne.
Oh, I get it.
This is a token of the acknowledgement of your induction into the Michigan Women's Golf Hall of Fame.
Phyllis Barone, Michigan Golfer News. We're here at the 2022 MWGA inductees for the Hall of Fame, and we are with,
Adrianne Clor.
Clor. I couldn't pronounce your last name, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, I have a hyphen in there, but that's good. Adrianne Clor is good.
So Adrianne, how long have you been with the MWGA?
I started with the MWGA in the early 90s. Sarah Wold conned me into running for the board.
She's good at that.
Yes. I always have thought it's that she knows people who can't say no, but really, it's me who can't say no. So I finally realized that over time. But so it was in the early 90s, and then we moved along, more to Hillsdale area, and my husband and I bought a golf shop. So it's hard for me to continue to be on the board, but then I went on the USGA Women's Amateur Pub Links Board for nationals, and so I helped with the national championships. And so that's been my thing in golf. And when my husband and I bought our business, I went into club fitting.
I know, and you were one of the 2 women that were awarded by Top Golf Digest, right? Or by Golf Digest for the top
club fitters in the country.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, what does it mean to you to be inducted into the Michigan Women's Golf Hall of Fame?
It's a great honor. I wasn't thinking I deserved it, but then I start looking back at my whole career, and I probably am with all the lady leaders that have taught me and mentored me and nurtured me, and that's my job today, is to keep mentoring and nurturing other girls and other people.
Well, so how do you feel about being part of the history of golf and women in our beautiful state of Michigan?
I don't think I'm old enough to be part of history, but I guess
you are making history today.
History today, yes. And it's important. I think we all need to inspire people to inspire others. I think that's why we're all here. If you look at history books, all these people in our lives in the past have inspired others and inspired me.
Sure. Well, golf is somewhat of an individual sport. Well, it is an individual sport. But is there someone or something, Adrianne, that you feel has influenced you to become involved in the game and you can thank for receiving this wonderful accomplishment today?
Yeah, my husband is the one who involved me in the game. Instead of getting a ring to get married, I got a set of golf clubs.
I love it.
And I had never played golf. I told all my girlfriends, I'm getting a ring this weekend. And they're like, did you get your ring? I'm like, no, I got golf clubs. They said, you don't golf. I said, I'm going to learn. And he created a monster. He didn't even know what was going to happen after that.
I love it. Well, I always tell my female friends, before you even think about dating a guy, go play golf with him first, right?
That's true. That's true. And he has inspired me to my career and club fitting, and anytime I need his help, he's always there. I always say I have 0 genes for organization, but he has 100%.
Well, I know that we highlighted some of the things, Adrianne, but what would you say was your one major impact that you had being involved with the Michigan Women's Golf Association that has impacted golf and women?
I think being on the Women's Amateur Pub Links Championship Committee, traveling with Sarah, trying to become more of a mentor like her. I don't think there's anybody actually like Sarah, but we can all try to inspire others. And it was a great honor, and it taught me the goals of the game of golf, and it's all about the next shot. Get up there and hit the next shot. And it's the same thing with life. We get up there and hit the next shot.
Well, on that note, we always say at Michigan Golfer News, life is good when golf is in it, and we congratulate you today.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here today.